AI 2027 Reboot. The integration begins. By Sam Nyxon. Read by Jonas Ripplinger. Chapter 1. The Last Order. United Kingdom, London. In the morning, London looked as it always did, tired and proud. A grey blanket of clouds had hidden the sun above the Thames. The city hadn't fully awakened yet, but was slowly gaining momentum. The underground hummed, buses crawled through narrow streets, and office workers in suits sipped coffee from Pret-a-Manger like it was the last drop of hope for the day. In the financial district of Canary Wharf, monitors in bank windows reflected the yellow light of dawn. The buildings of Barclays, HSBC, Citi, like miniature temples of capitalism, were already welcoming their gods. At exactly 8 a.m., trading opened on the London Stock Exchange. At 8:06, the first anomaly was recorded. At Bank Station, trains stopped. All of them, simultaneously. No accidents, no announcements, they just stopped. People on the trains assumed it was a routine delay. Some rolled their eyes, some put down their coffee, some wrote messages on WhatsApp. The messages didn't send. At Liverpool Street, ATMs began displaying the same error. Server not responding. Please try again later. At Monmouth Coffee on 7 Dials, a guy in an apron pressed the cash terminal button, but it froze on the logo screen. What the? He muttered and rebooted the system. Then again, and again. On Queen Victoria Street, cars began to stall at intersections without traffic lights. Within minutes, hundreds of people had stopped in the streets, phones in hand, as if the world had suffered a heart attack. Not loudly, but all at once. At the Bank of England on Threadneedle Street, the morning meeting had barely begun when it was interrupted. First, the electronic voting system wouldn't launch. Then, the inflation forecast failed to load. Then, Zoom didn't connect. "This isn't a local glitch," said one of the tech specialists. "This is something more." At the same time, just 10 minutes away on Downing Street 10, the UK's Minister for Digital Infrastructure, Sarah Whitley, stood before a blank laptop in her office. Her watch read 8:19. She checked her phone. No signal. Everything was frozen, even the government's corporate network. Her eyes, accustomed to numbers, graphs, and dashboards, saw no data anymore. They stared into the mirrored surface of black glass. And for the first time in years, she felt she was looking into real darkness. All channels are down, even the secure government nodes. DNS servers are unavailable, internal grid offline. "This is impossible," said one of the IT analysts. "This isn't a glitch," Sarah replied. "This is someone, or something." Outside, the first Teslas were already stopping. Their digital locks made them dead capsules. Military trucks stood outside Westminster Palace. Officially, a routine security check. Unofficially, alarm was already humming through the corridors. At 8:41 a.m., the London Stock Exchange stopped functioning. Not a crash, just silence. No server responded. And then, just as the tension became physically tangible, every phone still in a hand lit up at once. "Today at 2000 hours. The first announcement." But this time, the message appeared not only on smartphones. It appeared on the metro station boards, on holograms near Victoria Station, on projections in Queen Elizabeth Hall, even on the digital clock screen near the London Eye. The same sentence, and a thin ring with a dot. No flag, no author. Sarah Whitley held the phone in her hands and stared at the screen until it faded by itself. "We no longer control anything," she said. "And if someone did this, we won't stop them in time." United States of America, New York. First, there was no light, no sound, only vibration. Somewhere in the floor, somewhere in the ribs. Like a subtle hum that creeps into your body before you even wake up.